All right, so I'm updating my 6-month plan. All the shit that I've done over the last 6 months. That week was last week. Ba-boom. This week's this week. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Today's Sunday, the 28th of June, end of my 6-month planner. Here it is. Look, gotta be honest, I didn't get everything done. But I got the really big things done. So there's some stuff I didn't get done. Going live on Facebook every day, I didn't do that. And I didn't do a social media post. That's my weak points right there. But I'm going to start with the wins. This is what I wanted to do in this 6-month period. Here are my end of 6-month goals. Have $500,000 in the bank. I had no idea how I was going to do that. And I've got to say, I fell pretty far short of that. Get 4 million streams on Spotify. Create 16 podcasts with guests. Create 16 solo podcasts of me just creating stuff. Have 5,000 people on my email list. Have 100,000 subscribers or followers on social media. Read 16 books. That's basically from March to June to read 16 books on music, marketing, arts, philosophy, psychology, all those things, personal development. Send out at least 16 emails to my music email list. To sell at least 500 CDs and to have 1,000 patrons. So now, let's see how I went. Can I flip this around now? No. All right. 500 grand in the bank? No, that didn't happen. I'm actually not going to divulge that, but I can tell you it's not 500,000. 4 million streams on Spotify? That did not happen. It's minimal. That's like I got a few thousand streams. So I really, really fell short there. 16 podcasts with guests. I'm just going to tick these off. These last ones I just did this week. Boom. Done. Solo podcasts. I had heaps to do this week. I had to do 11 this week. But check this out. Can you see that? Boom. Did all of those. So I launched a podcast at the end of May. So a couple of the episodes are out already. I'm going to flip this light on. A couple of the episodes are out and available, and I've just been creating all the other ones to get things going. Here we go. Let's get this cool funky light happening. It's going to be a bit so that's amazing. I launched a podcast called the Golden Moment Podcast. So that's awesome. 5,000 people on my email list. So I started with a couple of hundred, and I've got now about 500, it's pretty awesome. So here, that's up to 5,000. I'm at 500. It's a bit more than 500, but it's not 600. So that's good. That's okay. 100,000 followers and subscribers on social platforms. It's about 20. No, sorry, it's about 10,000, 11, 12, about 12,000, 13,000, 15,000, something like that. It's about 15,000. So, all right, 15,000 of 100,000. So, it's 15%. I made 15% of that goal happen. So, not great. Read 16 books. Here we go. Check this out. I just read 2 this week. Boom. I read 16 books in the first half of this year. So that feels pretty good. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned about music marketing. I learned about performance. I read some stuff on, personal development. Read some stuff on relationships. Read some biographies. I read Bruce Springsteen's biography. Actually, they're all here. I read lots of artist books. So So I feel pretty proud about that. Email broadcasts, I did more than 16 because I ended up doing a launch of my Patreon account, I suppose. Selling CDs. So selling CDs, I got off to a really good start in May. No, when was it? In March or April. I launched like a Facebook ad campaign to sell CDs, and it was going really well. So in 1 week, I sold about 30 CDs. And I was like, this is awesome. I'm definitely going to be on track. And then there was this global pandemic. I don't know if you heard about that. But then I wasn't able to ship CDs internationally. And so I had to stop that. And I was gonna just do it for Australia and continue it, but I decided I would actually get the Patreon thing up and running, and then come back to the Aussie one, which is what I did. So anyway, so then I did create a campaign to sell CDs in Australia, and I reckon I sold about 20. So I've only sold, I've probably sold about 50 something, 60 CDs, which honestly, I'm not wrapped about that, and that's about 10 more, just over 10% of my goal, like about 12% of my goal I achieved there. And then with the patrons, I ended up getting 8 patrons. 8 out of 1,000. So if it was 10, it'd be 1%. So it was 0.8% of my goal. I got 0.8% of my goal. Okay, so there's some good, there's some bad, there's some ugly, there's some stuff I'm proud about, there's some stuff I'm confused about, there's some stuff that really should have gone better. But here's why I'm feeling good about it. The big metrics that I had, like having $500,000 in the bank, like I didn't know how that was going to happen. I didn't have a very clear plan for it. I was just working towards that and thinking about that, different ways I can do that. So that's where a lot of my thought went back to creating 1,000 true fans. So this is what I have in front of my desk that I look at all day long. So that became my focus. So I thought, okay, it's actually about getting the patrons and selling my CD. That's how I'm going to make money during a pandemic, and doing some Facebook Live. So I did that. So I made some money doing that. And same with the streams. I thought that's going to be a byproduct of all the other things that are happening. So I also have been running a campaign for Spotify streams. I really only did that this week or last week. Early this week. And that's been good. That's been getting some spins, and some more people have been jumping onto my email list. So that feels good as well. So the way that I'm seeing this, like these things where I really, really sucked, some metrics that are important, like, you know, having a social media following and selling CDs and having patrons on board. I see those things as, I'm not too worried that I'm not where I want to be with those, because the main thing was that I built those things. I created those campaigns, and I created the whole experience for people to go through to become a patron. And they've been added to my email sequence. So when people sign up to my email list, they're going to find out about that. So I actually feel pretty excited about where things are at. I obviously would have loved to have nailed everything there, but this first kind of 6 months of having the record out since start of February, I've really just been building this sort of foundation to then go out and promote my record more and get people into my world. And then when they come into my world, there's all this stuff set up where they can go and they can buy the CD, they can become a patron, they can go stream my music, they can become a subscriber, all of that stuff. So, I haven't really this is really the first time I'm kind of talking about this and reviewing it, but I can already sort of see the second half of the year really is to refine all those things that I've set up and then just pour fuel on the fire. So just drive more and more people to those things and get more and more exposure for people to sort of come and experience my music and become part of my world. So I didn't even really plan to do this video. This was just shooting from the hip, as you can tell, with this great lighting. And I hope you found that interesting. I don't know what you're going to do with that information. Hopefully it inspires you to get yourself planning a 6-month planner for the second half of the year. I'm taking a bit of time off next week because this was my big, I was really just racing to get everything done, and this is my end of June outcomes. So, this is everything that I nailed this month. So I got my Patreon launched. I ran an Australian Facebook campaign. I added my Patreon campaign to my email list. I did 4 podcasts with guests. I did 11 solo podcasts. I read 4 hardcover books, and I listened to 5 audiobooks this month. So I kind of read 9 books this month. Ran ads for Spotify, and they're kind of just my goals, where I am and what's left to go. So anyway, cool. So if you want to get on board the Mio Biskin music train, wherever you're watching this, subscribe or like or follow, or I don't know what you can do. And you smell this Babylon Blueberry texture. Oh. And if you want some free music, you can go to miobiskin.com/free music, and then you'll come into my world. You'll get some emails with my music and a couple of music videos, and I'll let you know about how to become a patron if you want to do that, how to buy a CD. You can get a discount by signing up for my email list. Cool. All right, that's it. I'm out. Bye.